All right, Grand Rising. We are on and we are rolling. I am out doing this morning walk. Hold on, gotta put my glove on. All right, it's cold out here, but it's not too cold. It's a good morning for walking and getting some exercise. So that's what I'm doing. I'm out here. I'm walking in the park nearby the neighborhood where I'm now residing. It's a lovely park. You really can't see much from here, but you know, trees and all. So, but anyway, like I said, I'm going by the park. I'm getting my exercise. Sorry, I kind of had to readjust my camera. I'm getting my exercise for this morning. Got up early. Father got me up. I said, Father, you might say God. But anyway, got me up early to do this, to get moving and to get what needs to be done. Not that I have anything planned, but I'm out here, and I must say, I kind of like this, this videotaping and talking, you know what I mean? Not that I don't have anybody to talk to and I'm an introvert, nothing like that. I can talk a whole lot. And yeah, I can carry on the conversation all by myself. And, but, nice to talk to people, so I thought I would share with you all. So I'm a little winded because I'm walking up a hill, but that's okay. It's part of the exercise. So today's topic is food. Yeah, real simple. Food. Why food? Because that's something we all like, something we all eat, something we all need, within our bodies. And I try to do what's called healthy eating. And I do want to say, I guess this is a sidebar. For those of you who have, been vaccinated, boosted and boosted and whatever, it's all about, and for those of you that have not, it's all about good health, keeping your immune system built up. And because when you keep your immune system built up, your body can do what it needs to do. Your body doesn't succumb to sickness. And if sickness does happen to stop at your door, you won't be sick for very long. You'll get over it faster, than other people will, because you're doing things that you need to do to build your immune system. So, this day and time, people don't like to eat their vegetables. I don't know why, because my mama made us eat our vegetables. In other words, if you didn't eat what was on your plate, what was fixed, you best believe the belt was coming on the table. And you didn't want to see the belt on the table because, the belt stayed on the table and you didn't eat. After a while, that belt was going to be introduced to your hind parts. And so you didn't want to see that. So you ate your vegetables. So I learned how to eat, my vegetables early in life. And I didn't mind it. I liked it. I liked the vegetables. Yeah, there were some I didn't like, which I mentioned before, like beets and okra and beets, okra, and rutabagas. Yeah, those were the main three things. And like I said, today I will eat beets, but they have to be in a smoothie. I won't eat them raw. In a smoothie they raw, but I won't eat them, just out of a jar, out of a can, or boil some, slice them and eat them. No, that'll make me gag. Well, not that it really makes me gag, but that's how I feel about them. And but I will put them in a smoothie and have it that way. That's something that I do during my summer months when I'm having smoothies. So, but anyway, a lot of vegetables I learned how to eat, like, black-eyed peas, certain beans. I love beans, no problem, but black-eyed peas, they weren't a fan of mine either. I didn't mind the regular peas. I didn't mind, the butter beans, lima beans, and things like that. But the black-eyed peas, something just won't right with them little things looking back at you, but anyway, and I must say today I got up and I started a pot of soup beans. So as you know, the soup beans does have black-eyed peas in it and every other kind of bean in it, which is great. So it's going to be good when it's all done. And I'm excited about, having beans for this week, But anyway, back to the eating healthy and building your immune system. when you have your vegetables has a lot of nutrients, vitamins, minerals in it that your body needs to be able to function. There's, vegetables that have vitamin K in it, like your dark green leafy vegetables. This vitamin K is good for your heart. In other words, that's called potassium. You can get potassium in oranges. You can get potassium in lots of fruit, potatoes, lots of fruits and vegetables. But you have to eat it. If you don't eat it, then you find yourself going to the doctor because this is hurting and that's hurting, and oh, my heart, and my heart just seems like it just be beating out my chest, and whatever that you tell the doctor, and then the doctor checks your lab work, and upon the results of your lab work, the doctor will tell you, oh, well, you're low in, vitamin K, or you're low in this, your potassium's low, your iron is low, your liver functions aren't good, and so they'll begin to put you on some type of either vitamin regimen, or they'll put you on, and usually it's not a vitamin, they'll tell you some vitamins that you need to add into your diet, the pills that you need to take, but then they'll also write you a prescription for some more pills for you to take, okay? So, and then writing that prescription for pills, now you got all these pills you got to take, and you're like, how am I going to take all these pills? And not to be funny, but I've seen people that come in and they have a whole list of pills, or they come in bringing their bag of medication, and I'm like, oh Lord, she got a suitcase full of pills. What? You got a pill for this and a pill for that. This caused that, so I'm taking that because of this, and that's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? But if you would eat your fruits, your vegetables, mainly your vegetables, fruits, and I'm not saying don't eat any fruit. You can have fruit, but eat your vegetables, eat your dark leafy green vegetables, eat your beans, and your potatoes, sweet potatoes, your rice, those are some carbs, your different squash, eat your squash, and do those things that's going to make your body healthy, and that's going to help protect your body, because if you don't protect your body's not going to protect you. It's not going to protect you from all these illnesses and diseases that are out here, that the people are getting sick behind, and not only getting sick, some people are dying, and people have underlying illnesses, but if you would change the way you eat, a simple thing, changing your diet. You don't drink water, okay, try and add a cup of water each day. You say, okay, well, I'm going to add 1 cup of water. I normally drink sodas, but I'm going to do a cup of water. Eventually you're going to increase that cup from 1 cup to 2 cups or whatever, and you're going to decrease those sodas, and get rid of them out of your life, because sodas tend to blow up your stomach. All that carbonated water that's in soda, to make soda, it kind of just blows up your stomach. And not only blowing up your stomach, your stomach don't know what to do with all that carbon, so it kind of stores it in fat. And when I read that, I thought, huh? But I guarantee you, if you quit drinking sodas, and I don't mean go from I'm not gonna drink regular sodas anymore, I'm just gonna drink diet soda. No. I guess y'all hear the wind. I'm gonna turn around. But anyway, people said, well, I'm gonna drink diet sodas. Well, you got to realize diet soda has the same thing in it. It has that carbon in it, and so therefore you're doing your body a disservice. And so my suggestion is, I can't keep walking backwards. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna walk forward. We'll just cover my ear. Anyway, I can't keep walking backwards. So anyway, if you go from that. Decide to cut sodas out of your diet, you'll find, and I heard this back in 2002. I was working at a plasma center, and I heard a commercial, and it was saying, because they let the TVs play in there, and the commercial was saying, if you cut regular sodas out of your diet, you will drop 20 pounds. If you stop drinking sodas, you'll drop 20 pounds, because in a year of drinking sodas, you gain 20 pounds worth of weight. And you got to remember, sodas have over, I think it's like 18 teaspoons of sugar in it. So each time you have a soda, you pretty much like going to the rack, going to your cupboard, getting the sugar out, and you throwing 18 teaspoons in your mouth and swallowing it. Now that's got to be nasty. That's got to be real nasty. So, but anyway, you want to make sure that you change that. Good morning, and so taking that soda out of your diet will make a big difference. And so anyway, when I heard that advertisement about sodas, I thought, well, let me try this, because at the time I was drinking diet sodas, and my daughter was saying, to me and my spouse at the time, y'all addicted to those diet sodas. Y'all addicted to Pepsis. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I ain't addicted to Pepsi. I can stop when I want to, and I was doing like one a day, one a day or half of one a day, whatever. And so she was like, y'all addicted. And I'm like, no, baby, we're not addicted. I'm not addicted to sodas. I don't know about your daddy, but I ain't addicted to sodas. So, but anyway, after hearing that ad, I thought, let me give this a try. So what I did was I stopped buying regular soda. And it was interesting because at the same time, my ex had went to the doctor and was told that he was borderline diabetic. And that, he needed to lose weight and, watch what he eat. And so he said, well, and I told him about the soda thing. So he said, well, what I'll do is I'll just go to diet sodas instead of regular soda. And I was like, that don't make sense, because you're still getting sugar. It's a different kind of sugar, but it's still sugar. And so he did switch over to diet sodas. And diet sodas does not taste good. Back in the day, my mom used to drink a soda called Diet Right. It was nasty. I don't know why they even sold that. It was nasty. I didn't like it at all. Turn around, trying to not catch the wind. But anyway, it was nasty. And so I quit drinking the sodas. And in quitting drinking the sodas, we'll just try to turn my head this way. There you go. In quitting drinking the sodas, I actually lost 20 pounds. I was 165, and I went down to 145 just because I quit drinking sodas. I wasn't jumping out there doing a lot of exercise or anything like that. I was just I just stopped with the sodas. So, but anyway, hold on, I gotta check the time. Just a moment. Commercial break. You can look at some trees right quick while I see what time it is. Okay, all right, and we're back. We're live. So anyway, the sodas, like I said, I did drop the 20 pounds, and I was amazed. I was like, that's true, them sodas, oh goodness. So, from there I said, we're not doing no more sodas now. Granted, having drank the sodas, yeah, when you quit like that, your head is banging for the next 3 to 5 days. And the reason why your head is banging, more or less you got a headache, and the reason why is because you've been used to that caffeine. Your body's been used to that caffeine every day. And so now you're about to go cold turkey, which means you get a headache, or I got a headache. And it was for about 5 days, and I was like, oh my gosh. But if I was to take just a swig, and I say a swig meaning a sip, just a sip of coffee would have toned that headache down, And I wasn't willing to do that. I was like, no, I'm going to endure this because it's just caffeine. Got to get out of my system. When I've cleared my system, I won't have these headaches anymore because it's from a caffeine addiction. And so, yeah, I did that. And so now I don't do sodas. Not that I don't totally. Every now and then I might have a soda. And the interesting thing is, I don't drink the whole soda. I may drink half of it, or I might drink 2/3 of it, and I throw it in the trash, pour it down the drain, because I know that I don't need it, and I don't want to be, I don't want to get back on sodas, I really don't. And so, like for long distance driving, when I do my trips, I will either go to like Starbucks and get a caffeine or double shot of coffee or hot chocolate, and sometimes I'll get a Mountain Dew, but I won't drink the whole Mountain Dew. The Mountain Dew will last me all the way home, and then when I get home, I throw it in the trash, or I throw it in the trash bag in my car, or wherever I find a trash receptacle at, I toss it in there. And so because I don't need it all, I just use it for keeping me awake, because I'm normally driving by myself. It's usually just me, so I have nobody to keep me awake and all. But anyway, like I said, that's just something that I learned that I wanted to share with you all about concerning sodas. Sodas can add 20 pounds. If you did on sodas and you decide to stop sodas, you'll notice that you'll drop weight. And but anyway, back to the vegetables. So eating your vegetables. I was sharing the other day with some people that, and I think I shared on here also, that we as women, we need to be mindful of our diet. One, our family, if we have a family, whether it be little children, husband, whatever, people that we live with, whatever, they need us. And because they need us, we need to keep ourselves healthy. You as a mother, you want to be there for your children. You want to be there, through the years as they're growing up. When they say, "Mommy, come play with us," you want to be able to play. You really don't want to have to say, "Child, y'all going outside and play. I'm tired. I'm tired. I done worked all day. I'm tired. My legs is swollen. My feet swollen. I'm about to sit down. Y'all go ahead and play. And I'll come out there and stand on the porch and look at y'all later." Well, they ain't asking you to come stand on the porch and look at them. They literally want you to come out and play. I remember when I was growing up. Now, my mother didn't give birth to me until I think she was 35 to 60. Yeah, until she was 35 years old. And so she got married like late in life. She didn't get married till I think she was 28, 29, something like that. And so, there's the wind again, turning around. So anyway, okay, I'm trying to find the direction. Okay, I found the direction. Sideways. Okay, so we're looking sideways. I'm gonna move to the side because there's some joggers coming by. So, but anyway, my mother would go outside and she would literally play with us. She taught us how to play what they call hopscotch back in the day, where you draw the squares on the ground and you jump from 1 all the way up to 10, and come home, throwing your little rock in as your placement. And she showed us how to play hopscotch. And then not only hopscotch, she was out jumping rope with us. In other words, she said, "Come on, let me get you out of," she tried to teach us how to double dutch. We never caught on, me and my sisters. We just didn't catch on. One of our neighbors did, and she could double dutch. So my mom would double dutch and she would double dutch, and we'd be turning the rope. And then, when it was our time to jump, it was just a regular, regular jump rope. That was the way we did it. And so, but anyway, that was good, because it was exercise, and back in the day, because I came up in the 60s, so back in the day they had, roller skates, but they were they were metal skates. And so with the metal skates, with the metal skates, my mother would, because she had 4 kids, she could easily get one of our sets of skates, because somebody was tired and was ready to take them off. So she said, "Let me see your skates." And she put on the skates. She strapped herself up in those skates. And my mom was in her 40s at the time, so she strapped herself up in those skates. And she said, "Come on, let's skate." And we go skating down the street, because we didn't have sidewalks. It took a while before they put sidewalks in, but we would go skating down the street, and my mom would skate. And she said, "Come on, let's race." She'd race us, and boy, she would leave us in the dust. Leave us in the dust. And not only that, she would play dodgeball. She would play just all kinds of games. She told us how to play. We used to call it Bobby Jacks, but I learned as I grew up that it's called ball and jacks. But she taught us all those things. And my mother, she got out and she played with us. And, we really appreciated that because, it made us love her even more because she was able to come outside and do those things. So, as women, you want to make sure you eat right so you can get out and do these things with your children. You can have fun. Those are lasting memories, that they have. And not only are they lasting memories, but it teaches them that when they're grown and have their children, they will be outside and they will be playing with their children. They won't just say, y'all going on outside and play. Go ahead now. Go ahead. Go ahead. Get on out here. I'm trying to watch my soap operas. My mama didn't do that. Yeah, she had soap operas that she watched. But, she made sure she got outside and she played with us, whether it be in the morning after breakfast or, she come, in the evening time out. She played with us so much that our neighbors would ask, your mama coming outside? Is your mama gonna come outside? We want to do races. Your mama coming outside? We want to go skating. And not only my father would come outside and play. He would play dodgeball with us, and it was nice when they played dodgeball with them when we were throwing the ball at them and all the other kids. But when they were throwing the ball at us, oh, they was hitting you with the ball. I mean, not hitting you to the point of hurting you, but they were hitting you. You were getting out, and you didn't get to play. You didn't get to dodge the ball too many times before you was out, and you had to go sit on the sideline. So, but anyway, do those things as a parent. I was sharing with somebody, like I said earlier, when you're a mother or the woman of the house, you usually are the one that go out and buy the groceries. And if you go out and buy healthy food or normal food and cook it, that's what they have to eat. That's what they're going to learn to eat. That's all that they know to eat. But when you go out and buy a bunch of cakes and cookies and, ice cream and all this, when you just buy a whole bunch of that stuff, yeah. I mean, I've been to the grocery store sometimes and I see people grocery shopping and they might have 3-4 head of kids, like cabbage, 3-4 head of kids, and they got 4 or 5 different cereal boxes in the shopping cart. They ain't got one. When I was growing up, no, only 2 cereal boxes made it in the cart. One was Life cereal, and that was for my mama. You better not touch that, because that was her Life cereal. And the other box was Corn Flakes. Not the Frosted Flakes with the Tony the Tiger. No, it was Corn Flakes. That was cereal. Okay, that was what you got, And so, you didn't have, and they did have some other sweet cereals. They did, but my mom wasn't buying it. She's like, you don't need that, all that sugar. You don't need that, And you got to realize when you consume a lot of sugar, it takes a toll on your body as you get older. You find that you become more prone to having diabetes. And, you find that, your feet itch, that's sugar. Because your feet itching all the time, that's sugar. You having problems with your legs, that's sugar. Sugar gets in your body really can't metabolize it. Sugar crystallizes. So imagine sugar floating through your blood. That's crystallized, little spikes. It's clogging up, blocking up stuff, and heart not working well, kidneys ain't working well. Your body don't know what to do with it. Your feet itching, your legs swelling. No, so lay off of those things. Eat healthy things, you know what I mean? And also, like I said, my mom didn't buy us all those things. When she brought cookies, if we got Oreos, that was a treat. I didn't like Oreos. My sisters love Oreos. I think my brother liked Oreos too. But anyway, I didn't really care for the Oreos. I would open the cookie up and eat the chocolate cookie and scrape off the cream. Or get my sister to eat the cream and then I eat the cookie. And so, but that was what, mom gave us. You didn't get to the store and, mom tell you, pick out what you want. No, I mean, and there's nothing wrong with choice, but sometimes I believe that we've given our children so many choices in foods to eat that they don't eat what they should eat. They eat a lot of what they shouldn't eat, and it's because of the choices we allow them to have. It's okay to, let them have some choices in some things, makes them feel like they, independent and able to make decisions, that's good, but when you don't put any restraints on what they're eating, and it gets to the point where you cook a meal and they tell you they don't want that, and it shouldn't be that way. When you cook the meal, they should eat what you prepare for them, not say, oh, I don't want that, I don't like that, I want some chicken nuggets. Chicken who? Boy, you better eat that food I put on your plate. You're going to be hungry. And we ain't talking about starving children in Africa. You're going to be the one starving. Okay? So, and I see that, children, they get to restaurants or parents fix food. Or somebody, you have potluck. People bring food over. And the kids are like, ugh, I don't want that. And when you look at their plate, only thing they got is some macaroni and cheese and chicken nuggets. Always macaroni and cheese and chicken nuggets. And it ain't even homemade macaroni and cheese. It's just stuff that come out of a box, out of a can, whatever. Anyway, it's just not good for you. So I know I'm kind of ranting on, so I'm going to stop ranting on, and I'm going to finish my walk. I'm doing pretty good on my walk, and just trying to get exercise, trying to lose this weight. I must say, I've lost a couple pounds. Yay! Woo, 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 woo. I'm excited about that. I'm so excited about that, and I'm even going to say I'm down to 137 pounds. And, of course, people are going to say, 137 pounds? Girl, you skinny. You ain't big as nothing. But, when you've been bigger, when you started out small, been small all your life, and then you get bigger, and your body starts to work against you, you learn how to, when you make up your mind and decide you want your body to work for you and be healthy and be able to do what you do, that's when you start to eat right. And once you start eating right, you decide, well, I can't go back to, eating unhealthy. I can't go back to doing that way. Trying to get out of the wind. Okay. Anyway, you don't want to go back to eating unhealthy, because eating unhealthy is going to make you heavier. It's going to make you gain that weight back. And you don't want to do that. I mean, I don't want to be going to the doctor saying, doctor, I need a prescription on my blood pressure medication. I need give me a refill on my cholesterol pills, and give me a refill on my gout pills. And, that's all from bad eating. And you can say, and they tell you, oh, that's hereditary. It's possible, but I think a big part of our problem is it's not hereditary. It's because Big Mama cooked it that way, or Mama cooked it that way, Mother cooked it that way, and because that's the way she cooked it, that's the way I'm cooking it. And so it doesn't mean that, what she was cooking it in a healthy way. It might have been all she had to be able to prepare, what it was that she had. But, you have to learn how to prepare your food in a healthy way. You can still eat some of the same things, but you may need to cut down on the amount that you consume. And it was interesting because I heard this story about this guy was married to a woman, and he would tell her that she don't know how to cook, and so he would say, his mama always cooked it a certain way, and she always cooked it in a certain pan, and so wind's blowing. Anyway, her mom would always cook it in a certain pan. Hello. And two little kids sitting in the window with the screen up. All right, turning, the wind's blowing. But anyway, what was I talking about? Sorry, I got sidetracked with the little kids. But anyway, the guy was saying, you don't cook. We're going to say fried chicken. You don't fry chicken the way my mama fried chicken. My mama fried chicken, that was always good. She always cooked it in such and such a pan. Cast iron skillet. She always cooked it in that, and it tastes better. You need to go to get with my mama and find out how she cooked chicken, so you can cook my chicken the way that she cooked it, because yours don't taste good. Well, make a long story short, eventually the woman got with the mother-in-law and asked her, well, when I cook the chicken, your son says da 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 da. And he said, it don't taste like yours. I don't cook it right. And she said, oh, well, I just do this and this and this. So the daughter-in-law is like, well, I use those things, but he said it don't taste right and I don't cook it right. And so the mom pulls out her pan and gets ready to fry up her chicken. And the daughter-in-law asks, well, why are you using that pan? She said, well, that's the pan that's the kind of pan my mama always used. So the woman goes back to the, I guess you could say boy's grandmother, talks to the grandma about this chicken and how to cook it so that, he likes it. It's like the way, he grew up with. And so the grandma said, the daughter, the daughter-in-law or granddaughter-in-law, whatever. She said, why you use that pan? I noticed your daughter, his mom, uses the same pan, when she cooks the food. How come you use that pan? And so the grandmother explained to him. She said, well, baby, that's the only pan I had. And because that's the only pan I had, I cook my food in that pan. So it's not that it's the pan. This the only one I got, baby. I ain't never had another pan. So in other words, it wasn't that the mother was doing something special. She grew up watching her mother cook in this particular pan, this particular size. And so he felt that because his wife wasn't cooking it, that way in that size pan, that it wasn't right. So it's not always, or shall I say, a lot of times we do things out of habit or what we see, what we're brought up, the way we were raised. And because he was used to seeing his mama cook out of that small pan, and his grandmother cook out of that small pan, he said his wife wasn't cooking right because she didn't know how to do it, and so not that what they were doing, the grandmother and mom were doing something wrong. That's what they had. Well, the mother could have did better and got a larger pan, but she just followed what she saw her mom do, use that little pan and cook the food. And so sometimes we say that, oh, it's hereditary. No, it's not hereditary. It's what you've learned, and because that's the way you grew up, and that's the way what you saw, that's the way you feel it's supposed to be. So therefore you keep walking in that same way, or you keep eating that same way. So, we just need to be wise. And we need to be wise about what's going on and what we're doing, within our lives. And make sure we eat healthy. And good morning. How are the two of you? And anyway, I guess they were racist or something. You probably say, well, how can you say that? You speak to people of another color. They look at you. Yeah, we're going to move on from that. Anyway, we're going to move on from that because you know what? Life is good. Life is good. I'm out here enjoying, and, as we said, what does my daughter say? My daughter said, Mama, karma come back on you. Yeah, karma comes back on you. In other words, it's like we grew up back in the day where we learned you reap what you sow. Yeah. Okay. All right. So anyway, I'm still walking this trail. It's time for me to get on off. And because I've got things to do and I need to finish this lap. And so I want to thank you all for taking a moment to come on and listen to me rant, and complain. And, and also to encourage to say, eat that which is right. Eat good and healthy. Eat your fruits. Eat your vegetables. Try and incorporate more vegetables into your eating. Sometimes decrease the meat size that you have. And, sometimes you don't even have to have meat because, it's kind of interesting. Like with milk, people drink, not me. People drink cow's milk. Cow's milk is for it's for feeding the baby cows. Goat's milk is for feeding the baby goats. Breast milk is for feeding our babies. In other words, it's a milk that our creator has placed within us females, our bodies to be able to make, so that we can feed our children, so we can give them nourishment. Milk, cow's milk for cows. Goat's milk for goats. So, yeah, is that a hint? That's a hint. You know, we eat fruits and vegetables and nuts and things. So, you know, you can have almond milk made out of nuts. Grow from a tree. Almond milk. Almond milk is not made to grow big almonds, make almonds bigger. Baby almonds bigger, no. Almonds is a food that we eat. It's nutrition for us. So, suggestion, you might want to change your milk. Cow's milk for cows. Cow's milk got cow hormones in it. We wonder why our kids getting big as they are. Well, because it's got hormones in it. Hormones to make the cows grow up to big cows so we can have more steak, hamburger. Yeah, that stuff. Anyway, I just want to encourage you. Thank you again for coming to visit. Subscribe, like, hit the notification button so you know each time I post. I thank you for coming and listening to me. Hopefully, something that I said will encourage you to, you know, eat healthier, change your way of eating, do things that are going to help your body and help your body last, you know, as you grow older, because each day we're all growing older. None of us grow younger. We may act young, but we don't grow younger. So good morning. And also make sure you eat right. If you're doing sodas, cut them out. If you can cut them out, cut them out. You got to decrease little by little, decrease little by little. You know, work on you. Take care of you. Mothers, work on you so you can go out and do what you need to do for your babies. Your babies love you and they want to spend that time with you. You know, your spouse, your husband, you know, wants to spend that time with you. Family, they want to be able to go places and do things. You know, you want to be able to go somewhere and walk without saying, hold on, wait a minute. Girl, I got to catch my breath. You don't want to do that. You want to just be able to go ahead and walk. And if they say run, or for some reason something happened and you need to run, you want to be able to run without falling or run without being caught, okay? And so, again, look, I done said goodbye, how many, about 10 times now? All right, so I'm done. I'm getting off of this video, and I shall talk to you all another time. Be encouraged. I love you. I send out love to you, and I send this out in love. And it's a wake-up call, and I'm not only speaking, you know, to you, I'm speaking to myself. The things that I say, I've had to do myself. I had to change in my own life, you know, because your kids grow older, they move on, and it's just you. Well, what are you going to do? Well, I chose to change my eating habits. I chose to lose the weight. I chose to change my life. So I'm just encouraging you. Good morning. I'm just encouraging you to do the same thing. Change your life. Be healthy. Okay? Get off these pills. No offense to doctors. I like y'all. I like working with y'all. But I don't want them pills. So get off these pills and do what you got to do for your body. So take care. I'm gone. Again, subscribe, like. I'll see you again. Thank you for coming. Bye.